Hi, I'm Declan Connolly, founder of Bespoke Home Design, and I welcome you to this video called How to Find a Property to Renovate in London Part 2. Whilst the most important factor in purchasing a property that requires work done to it is always its location, certain types of property can offer much better potential than others. We'll now look at three that offer great potential. First up are what I call the golden age properties. These are properties that are aged between 20 to 130 years old. This type of property falls into the bracket of being in between requiring some refurbishment but not being so old that they require serious repair. Houses built from the 1880s up to the 1930s in particular are often thought of as the golden age of house building, when things were built to stand the test of time. So it pays to do your homework on the history of the property, as the chances are that the estate agent won't have this info readily available. Second up are properties that are built from common UK materials and construction practices. Examples of common building materials are brick or simple stone, with pitched slate or tile roofs. These materials are easier and cheaper to work with. It's also easier to find the builders to do the job, and these materials deteriorate less rapidly. Buildings of unconventional UK construction consist of houses built with lots of timber, concrete panels or ornate stonework and even thatch. These might look more interesting but are much more complex and costly to work on, plus will usually require more maintenance to them after you have finished, so there's ongoing costs to consider too. The final type we're going to discuss today are properties where people are still living in them. If someone is still living in a house, then it's a good sign that major work might not be required. If no one is living in the property, ask yourself why not. It could well be because of damp, lack of weatherproofing, lack of basic facilities such as plumbing, or even imminent collapse. This isn't to say that you can't renovate a derelict property and benefit from useful tax concessions on this work, but it will always be more complex, and the project will cost you more simply because it will take a lot longer to put the property into a livable condition. Also, look out for properties that have a good potential for extending and expanding floor space and need a bit of work done to them, as you can usually get them at a good price. In the next video, I'm going to share with you what I call the Fab 4. The Fab 4 are 4 specific type of properties that professional developers are always on the lookout for and don't want you to know about. I'll also give you some useful tips on what to avoid when choosing a property to buy. Also, if you haven't signed up for the Bespoke Home Design newsletter and the bonus The 3 Biggest Mistakes People Make When Renovating Their Homes and How You Can Avoid Them presentation, then do so now. Simply go to www.bespokehomedesign.com and enter your name and best email address to get instant access to all of that now. Also, feel free to share this video with your friends and family and anyone you might think would get some use from it. Thanks a lot for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.